What up? You watching another episode of Dallas Ebonics where we talk black. And so today I want to talk about staying on code. Because I don't think we really understand the power that comes with staying on code. You feel me? Back in 1955, when Martin Luther King and them did the Montgomery bus boycott, they say it lasted for like over a year. I want to say maybe like 13 months. And so, bro, like we're gonna have to learn how to do that again. Like we need to learn how to be in unison and to do things as a collective for the greater good of the collective. You feel me? We don't have that no more, or at least maybe not in the same way that we had it back then. And so we really just need to talk about staying on code. A lot of us are going to these white media outlets, playing these politically correct games, lying and making us look stupid. We have to hold them accountable, number one, but we got to figure out what it is that we gonna do about this, bro, because I've noticed a pattern. I seen it with Oprah when she did the Michael Jackson documentary thing that she did, and the man had been dead for 10 years at that point. What are you doing, Oprah? Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? This is what I mean. We got to learn how to stay on code. Gayle King with the whole Kobe Bryant thing, bringing up his rape case right after the man dies. What are you doing? You feel me? Like, where is the sense of commitment to your community? Like, why don't we have that? Like, we just will sell off our people or degrade our people, dog out our people just for the sake of white comfort. I don't understand. Why do we keep doing that? All them niggas that hugged and caressed Amber Geiger during that trial after she killed Botham Jean. What are y'all doing? DJ Envy on the Breakfast Club trying to justify a white man shooting a 16-year-old child 4 times. And I know y'all seen Kamala Harris get on TV and lie to the world right along with that dude about racism. Matter of fact, if you ain't seen the video, here it go right here.
That America is not a racist country. Do you agree with that? And what do you make of his warning against fighting discrimination with more discrimination?
I believe that we need to address, well, first of all, no, I don't think America is a racist country, but we also do have to speak truth about the history of racism in our country and its existence today. And I applaud the president for always having the ability and the courage, frankly, to speak the truth about it. He spoke what we know from the intelligence community. One of the greatest threats to our national security is domestic terrorism manifested by white supremacists. And so these are issues that we must confront. And it does not help to heal our country, to unify us as a people, to ignore the realities of that. And I think the president has been outstanding and a real national leader on the issue of saying, let's confront the realities and let's deal with it, knowing we all have so much more in common than what separates us. And the idea is that we want to unify the country, but not without speaking truth and requiring accountability as appropriate.
What are y'all doing? Who are y'all talking to? You can't be talking to us. We know you lying. And y'all know that we know you lying. So, who are you talking to? You got to be talking to the other races. You got to be talking to white folks. So then that makes me ask myself, why? Why are y'all lying to the world as if y'all not blatantly racist? I'm just trying to understand, like, what's the agenda here? That might be the case for another video. I'm going to go in depth about that. But just on the surface, what is it like? What are y'all doing? We have to begin to understand the power of staying on code. Like, bro, that is not the move. To be on camera lying to the earth about racism, that is not the move, bro. Like, we need black people that aren't afraid to speak the truth. Y'all get around these white folks and you start tiptoeing and you cower in fear. And I don't know if that's that Willie Lynch or what that is, bro. But why are y'all allowing them to buy you. But one thing I want to make sure that we don't do is don't begin to blend white America and the government. Those are not the same thing. You feel me? They're not the same thing. And I feel like that may be what they're doing. They're saying, you know, this country is not a racist country. And I would, to a certain extent, agree that the majority of the American people may not be blatantly racist, but that doesn't matter if they're racist or not. Because like I always say, it's the government that has all the power. So we know for a fact that the government is racist. That's not even debatable. We know y'all are racist. You know what I'm saying? And y'all are hell bent on white supremacy and white dominance and power and control. We know that. That's not even a secret. So I'm assuming that when they get up there and say that, you know, this is not a racist country, they're referring to the American people. We're not talking about the American people. No, our beef is with the government. And the government keeps trying to, you know, distance themselves and try to paint the picture like it's a white and black thing. No, stop that shit. Because first of all, white and black don't even exist. We know y'all made them labels up back in 1681 after the Bacon's Rebellion. So we can just scratch that out right now. We cannot allow them to use the media to paint the picture of some kind of black and white beef, because that's not what this is. This is Black America versus the United States government. That's what this is. This has nothing to do with white folks. Yes, the United States government is white, but the power itself don't give a damn about white folks. Don't get wrapped up in the lie that white people are our problem. They are not our problem. White people as a collective are not our problem. The United States government is our problem. White people in your city don't control the United States government. You feel me? These rich white men and these corporations have influence, but they do not control the United States government. That is a whole nother thing, backed and fueled by a racist system. All we run around doing is arguing with each other about shit that we shouldn't even be arguing about. We arguing about Kevin Samuels. We arguing about homosexuality. We arguing about nothing, about voting rights and all this stupid shit. We arguing about nothing, when we should be focusing our energy on doing for self and acquiring black sovereignty. There's nothing else that's gonna free us, bro, other than economic power and black sovereignty. All this other stuff that we talking about is nothing. Like, I don't understand. But I understand we don't have leadership, so I get it. Most of us are just running around aimless doing whatever we want to do. We don't have any leadership to guide us and show us what to do. And all of the old leadership that we had is what looked like to me largely brainwashed and politically correct. That's not gonna free us, bro. Y'all might have got to drink out of water fountains and eat at white diners doing that, but we talking about freedom. We not talking about equal rights. We're talking about freedom. We don't give a damn about equal rights no more. We'll make our own rights. We have our own rights. We human beings. We don't need nobody to validate us or give us rights. We have rights. We're humans. Like, we don't need them to give us nothing. They're not God. We get our power from God. We get our direction from God. You know what I'm saying? Why are we seeking them to be our God? No. But anyway, bro, I was just ranting, but we have to learn the power of staying on code. So I used to know this white pastor back in the day, right? He had a church in San Angelo, Texas. And this is around the time when I was first learning, like, that Jesus was black and the children of Israel were black and all that. And so I go to the man one day, right? Because I had all these questions. And I just didn't know anybody that could give me any of the answers. So I go to him. And I'm like, man, you know, I heard the children of Israel were black and Jesus was black and blah, blah, blah. And I was kind of nervous telling him, you know, because he was a white dude. But I needed some answers. And he said that, yeah, you know, I had heard that the children of Israel were black, but it doesn't matter because we got Jesus now. And I'm like, wait. So you knew that Jesus was black? You knew that the children of Israel were black. When was you going to tell us this information? I done been to this man's church for years. Talking about been to several other white churches in that city in San Angelo, Texas, and I never heard nobody bring this up. Understanding that the people in the book are black opens up so many more questions. Then you want to know why y'all lied. You feel me? Who is this white man? Now I need to know, why did y'all lie about this? You know, what else have y'all lied about? What else are y'all keeping from us? All these questions I began to have. Bro, I used to walk around with a white Jesus picture in my wallet, bro. I used to carry this shit in my wallet because I believed in my mind that the image was going to give me some kind of protection. I used to believe this shit, bro, that the image had power. This is what this image does to our brain as black people. And I'm like, y'all didn't think it important enough to tell me that? And so I started doing research, bro, and I found this scripture in the Maccabees. It's First Maccabees chapter 3, verse 48, that says, "And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen sought to paint the likeness of their images." AKA, the white man changed the images that we had of ourselves and made it into their images in order to control and brainwash us. How is it that you are a pastor? You know the children of Israel were black, so that means you know a little something. And you never found it relevant to talk about the evil ass shit that your people have done throughout the whole earth because of this white Jesus picture, and you know it's fake? They stay on code. They stay on code, bro. Because at the end of the day, they know we have to maintain our power by any means necessary. Even the good ones, even the preachers, you feel me? Even the ones that say they're not racist, they still want to maintain their position on the earth. They want to make sure that they keep their power in place. We have to take a page out of their book. We don't have to be like them, but we need to take a page out of their book and learn the power of staying on code. We have to learn that power, bro. One of the things that we can do to practice on, staying on code, number one, we got to stop talking bad about black people around white people. Because what I'm noticing, bro, what they do is they love to talk bad about certain black people around certain black people to see how this black person responds. You feel me? It's like a way that they feel you out type shit to see whose side you really on. We have to make it a habit of keeping white people in their place. You feel me? Do not cower up in order to, keep the tension down or avoid conflict. No, run into the conflict. You know what I'm saying? Start the beef, pop it off. Don't be scared to make them uncomfortable. We have to normalize making white people uncomfortable when we get those kind of opportunities. Don't let them talk bad about our people in front of us. Even if we know that what they're saying may have some truth to it. No, we cannot do that because they only doing that around you because they feel comfortable enough to talk bad about black people around you. There is a power that is on us. When we get in rooms that's full of white people, you know what I'm saying? When we get around a bunch of white people, there is power that's on us, bro. When you walk into a room, everybody stop and look at you. Acknowledging you the only black man. There's power in that. You walk into a room and all of a sudden, everybody wants to talk about race. There's power in that. There is a power that is on us. You feel me? And so when we get around these people, they don't say stuff like, little slick stuff for nothing. They're trying to feel you out. They're trying to understand you. Understand your beef is not with them. A lot of them are uneducated and ignorant. A lot of them have been brainwashed. Your beef is not with them. Your beef is with the government. You feel me? They are just the economic engine of said government. But we don't have to get in our feelings about them. Learn how to assert yourself as an unapologetic black man. You feel me? Stay on code, bro. Don't do like what Envy did the other day, even if that's how you feel. When you are on a platform and you have white people listening, you stand up for your people under any circumstances, and you can work out the kinks later. But at the end of the day, you stand up for your people. Some of these niggas have been brainwashed. Some of these niggas are outright sellouts. Some of them are outright coons, agents for white supremacy. We get that. Some of these niggas are just ignorant and just don't know no better. Some of them really do think Jesus is white. Some of them have been blinded. We understand all that. But to those of us that are not in those categories, to those of us that are, conscious to what's going on, we have a responsibility to handle our business. We don't got to get in our feelings about what black people don't do or whatever. We don't have to get so wrapped up in that. A lot of these niggas are a lost cause. Those of us that know the truth, those of us that have the consciousness, and the ability to speak truth to power, let's just do that and encourage our people to stay on code. We have to do that, bro, going forward. We cannot continue to allow black people to misrepresent us with no pushback. Like, we have to get on platforms and push back against them, speak the truth, condemn them, and then move forward. You know what I'm saying? Educate them on the truth. Give our people an opportunity to come back to us. We ain't got to write them off. You feel me? Because God wouldn't write us off. So anyway, bro, I just wanted to make this video right quick talking about the power of staying on code. We really got to learn the power of staying on code. You know what I'm saying? So that way, going forward, we can avoid situations like what happened with Kamala Harris and, situations like, DJ Envy saying what he said on the Breakfast Club. Going forward to the next generation, we can eliminate people like that. We cannot have people like that into this next generation, bro. We're not finna keep going through this for another 50 years. We have to have strong, unapologetic black men so we can end this shit already. We have the power to end this ourselves. We don't need any help. We can do this ourselves, but we have to stay on code. We have to learn unity again. I can't do it by myself, bro. You feel me? So let's handle